All right, well,
Okay.
welcome everybody to our second read along with Missy Julian-Fox. We want to thank everyone for being here this morning. Thank you also to our GAA members who are on here that make events like this possible. I'm really excited for this event. We have a new book from Missy, and we're excited to share it with you all today. This is Missy's third book. And this one's a little bit different and in an exciting way in that it is has a main character and a really awesome message. But for those of us, those Tar Heels in the audience, it still has that Carolina feel. I think you'll agree. So if you're in the know. So with that, I hope you agree with that, Missy. So
Absolutely. I just want to interrupt you here, Joe, just so people can see that Violet is actually with me today as we're reading, and she is all set, like we all are, for another Carolina victory today as well. So hello to all my Tar Heels.
yes, thank you. So yeah, I mean, that's my introduction. I'll just remind everyone we are recording this event so that we can put it online for people to watch later if they are unable to make it this morning. But without further ado, Missy, I'm love to turn it over to you to get started.
Okay. So you've seen the cover of the book. I want to just give a little preview of what you're going to be seeing and hearing about. So Violet is the main character. She is so excited. She's opening her brand new clothing store. Violet loves clothes and color and fabrics and the way they feel and the textures and her friends. Yet this is such a big day. Violet is also feeling nervous. And I challenge you to think about when you have felt very nervous and almost like, what have I done? In Violet's case, a trio of troublemakers come and say some not so nice things to her and completely undoes her. So the question is, how does Violet stand tall when she's feeling very small? How do we stand tall? How do we teach our kids to stand tall? So I want you to get cozy, and I'm excited to read for you. Two things. I want to tell you that when I show the pages, I won't show every page. So if you actually already have the book, like I know my Marilyn does, read along with me and look at the pictures so you won't miss anything. But the illustrations, again done by Elaine O'Neill, are truly masterful and a work of art. And for those of you that wouldn't know, they are done from fabric. She cuts it, she sews it, and although she says that this was her hardest job ever because she is showing animals and movement and feelings instead of a snapshot of a place, I know without a doubt that you would agree that the illustrations are truly extraordinary. So we are really excited. This book is dedicated to my divine granddaughter, Marilyn. And let's do it. Let's read. Snuggle up. So here we go. Violet stands tall. Sidewalks sparkle in the daybreak sun. Crimson, copper, and marigold leaves skip and scamper in the brisk fall breeze. The street and all the shops are silent and still, except one. Inside, Violet zigzags across the room, checking every final detail. Are shirts out of line? Are pants out of place? Is there dust in the corner of the cufflink case? Violet sweeps the spotless floor for the third time. What a lovely day for my grand opening, she exclaims as she dances and twirls around the rainbow of t-shirts in coral, apple green, teal, and lavender. Here she is. Do you see? Can you find a pant out of place? She draws a long, deep breath, inhaling the aromas of leather and wool, a pinch of fresh cedar, and a dash of clean pressed cotton. Her brow furrows. Dear me, what have I forgotten? Lights flicker, colors fade, bow ties unravel. Violet freezes. Her ears quiver. She starts to shake and shiver. The brightest t-shirts drop to the floor. The room turns dark. No, not you. All again, Violet ekes out. It's all dark. Old Buzzard slinks from the shadows. There's nothing in your head but fluff, he jeers. You filled this store with rags. You're a nincompoop, a knucklehead. Violet hangs her head and backs away. Walrus taunts. Honey, if I were you, I'd stay in my rabbit hole where it's safe and cozy, especially with those big ears of yours. Violet curls into a small, tight ball. Peacock sashays in a circle around Violet. All eyes are on you, watching you fail. Peacock struts and erupts into loud giggles. Violet slowly unwinds and leans against the shelves. She grabs a sweater, buries her head and moans. Those bullies poke and choke and tug on me. They're like clothes that don't fit. See the peacock strutting around, all those eyes on her feathers looking at her? And look at her at the very bottom. She's just laying down. She just can't get up, she thinks. Violet strokes the soft, silky threads and counts aloud, slowly. 1 breath, 2 breaths, 3, 4 breaths, 5. Violet aligns her ears. I know what I have to do. She pulls the sweater close around her neck. She plants her feet. She plants her feet and leaps, flips the switch and floods the store with light. Old Buzzard screeches, his wings fold, feathers fly, and the bird shrinks. Walrus yelps and shrivels. Thwump, the wall of eyeballs snaps shut. Peacock crumples to the size of a button and rolls across the floor. Now what? Out, out, Violet exclaims as she scoops up the broom and sweeps the room of the last bits and pieces of feathers and fur. As she sits and sorts her favorite swatches of argyle diamonds, paisley swirls, gingham checks, and bold stripes, her smile returns. Oh my, I know what I forgot, she chuckles. Violet slips a strand of shiny, oversized bells on the doorknob. She grasps the gleaming brass ring and carefully hangs her sign for all to read. Now open. She pauses to admire her work. An elephant walks up, peers through the glass, and checks his wristwatch. When Violet opens the door, the bells ring. Ah, what a sweet sound, she whispers. Violet greets her customer. Welcome, sir. Are you in need of a hanky, perhaps a jacket or a hat? Or are you interested in something other than that? Elephant marches inside. His eyes dart in all directions. What a parade of color and choice, he declares in a warm, very sunny voice. Are you shopping for a special occasion? She questions him softly. Is your event in a church or a park, in the daylight or at night in the dark? I'm here to help. Elephant explains, I am playing my trumpet in a jazz concert. My music is upbeat and cheery, but my wardrobe is drab and dreary. Violet has to agree. Gray shirt, gray pants, gray belt, and shoes. He looks like a big, puffy rain cloud. Is that the way you would describe him? She leads him to her display of bright shirts. When you don't match your insides, I know, it hurts. Be a picture of the lively music you play. No more gray. Choose periwinkle, sage, or chili pepper red instead. May I suggest this splendid, magnificent herringbone vest and a polka dot handkerchief with a pocket on your chest. Let's see if he's transformed. Corners of his mouth crinkle into a smile. This bow tie would be fun, Violet offers. Let's add a plum fedora and your concert wardrobe is done. Elephant gazes in the mirror. This suits me perfectly. He claps and gleefully toots his horn. Brava, brava, Violet, brava. Violet bursts into her own jazzy tune. Clothes are made up of stitches and seams, just the way we build our dreams, little by little, a stitch at a time, threading together our hearts with our minds. Elephant hums along to Violet's song. The bells jingle. Violet's ears perk up, and Elephant's too. The bells jingle again and again and again. Elephant adds a trill from his trumpet to the peal of bells. Violet beams. Yes, this is the picture of my dreams. All the friends that she can help. And at the very end of this book is Violet's song. And here it goes. Once again, clothes are made up of stitches and seams, just the way we build our dreams, little by little, a stitch at a time, threading together our hearts with our minds. What big dream belongs to you? Hold it tight and make it true. I hope you liked it.
That was awesome, Missy. Thank you so much. So did you want to see if anyone had some questions before we move on to the next book, or did you want to do the next one?
Let's go ahead and go into the next one. How about that? And then we'll see. And I wanted, I was looking for a book that complemented what Violet is saying to us. Trust yourself. Sometimes when you think you just can't, just believe it from your very core and know that you're working on fulfilling your dream. So I found this book. Both the author and the illustrator actually live in Charlotte. So it feels like a North Carolina story. And it is called I Am Every Good Thing. And this is a message, I think, for all of us, but especially for the little ones in in the room. I am a non-stop ball of energy, powerful and full of light. I'm a go-getter, a difference maker, a leader. Here he is. It could be any of us. I am every good thing that makes the world go round, you know, like gravity or the glow of moonbeams over a field of brand new snow. I am good to the core, like the center of a cinnamon roll. Yeah, that good. I am skateboard tricks, scrape knees and elbows, but you know what? I am right back on my feet again. Patrick will be there before you know it. I am one eye open, one eye closed, peeking through a microscope, gazing through a telescope, checking out the spaces around me and plotting out those far off places I have yet to go, but will. I am a gentleman and a scholar. I am kind and polite, like yes ma'am and yes sir, helping my gran across the street and saying, bless you, when a stranger has to sneeze. I'm a cool breeze, a perfect paper airplane that glides for blocks, for miles, forever. I am a roaring flame of creativity. I'm a lightning round of questions and a star-filled sky of solutions. I am an explorer, planting a flag on every square foot of this planet where I belong. I'm a sponge, soaking up information, knowledge, and wisdom. I want it all, and I am all ears. I'm Saturday morning in the summertime. I'm 2 bounces and a front flip off the diving board. I am hilarious. I'm the life of the party. I'm that smile forming on your face right now. I'm the boom bap, boom boom bap, when the bass drum thumps and the kick drum jumps. I'm the perfect beat, the perfect rhyme, keeping everything on point and always on time. But you already knew that. I'm a grand slam, bases fully loaded. I'm a nasty two-handed dunk holding on to the rim, just to remind you that I'm still the man. Believe that. I am the undisputed champion. I am the highlight reel of magnificence. I am the celebration, the applaud, and the standing ovation. I am victory. I'm a brother, a son, a nephew, a favorite cousin, a grandson. I'm a friend. I am real. I am tight hugs, a hand to hold, a shoulder to cry on if you have to. I hope you never have to, but I'm here. Although I am something like a superhero, every now and then I'm afraid. I'm not what others call me, and I will not answer to any name that is not my own. I am what I say I am. I am that sound in the forest when the mighty tree falls. I am waves crashing gently on the shore. I am a force of nature, a miracle, a blessing. I'm brave. I am hope. I am my ancestors' wildest dream. I am worthy of success, of respect, of safety, of kindness, of happiness. And without a shadow of a doubt, I am worthy to be loved. I am worthy to be loved, as we all are. Thank you. I really, I feel that that really does reinforce that message of Violet, and it's an important one, which is why we all write about it.
And Missy, we're getting a couple Zoom hearts sent your way.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
And I think you said that you had maybe one more book for us if you're up for it.
Sure. This will get us in the spirit. And you know, when you see the different words that people write and the different types of illustrations, I'm a former reading teacher, and so I just love beautiful, beautiful books that inspire me. This one is called The Christmas Magic, and I really love this. Okay. Far, far north, where the reindeer are, there's a snug little house with a bright red door. And in that house lives Santa Claus. Every year, just when the nights are longest and the stars shine brightest, Santa feels a tingling in his whiskers. Then he knows that the Christmas magic will soon be here. I love Santa wearing bunny slippers. First, Santa gathers the reindeer from the sparkling fields of snow. Come along home now, he calls to them. The magic will be here soon. In the cozy barn, Santa brushes the burrs from the reindeer's shaggy coats and treats them to parsnips and berries right out of his hand. Then he swings open a creaky old door that has been closed since Christmas last. Behind that door waits the big red sleigh. Santa rubs its rounded sides and the sleigh gleams. Then Santa lifts the harness from its hook and polishes the bells till they jingle together brightly. The reindeer raise their heads when they hear the music of the bells. Is the magic here? No, not yet, Santa tells them. It's not here yet. Inside his snug little house, Santa oils his old black boots with care. He darns the holes in his thickest wool socks. He combs his curly white beard and gives his mustache a trim. He wants to look sharp. And Santa climbs the creaking staircase to the room at the top of the house. This is the room where all the toys are kept, toys of every kind. And here too, Santa keeps a thickly bound book and the names of all the children like Marilyn and Susan and Betsy and Phil and Patrick and Bart are all listed. Ooh. Santa runs his fingertip down the crinkling pages. One by one, he reads each name aloud and smiles, for Santa loves them all, and he knows what each child at heart wants most. Then he chooses a certain toy, tucks it into the creased leather sack, and always the magic draws closer. When every gift has been chosen and the pack is nearly overflowing, Santa closes the bundle up tight. All is ready. That bag is so big. Then this deep winter's night, the stars begin to twinkle and shine more brightly than ever. They fill the dark night with their flaming light. Now in their harness, the reindeer paw at the snow. They know the magic is near, very near. Santa knows too. He gazes up at the brilliant, numberless stars, and he thinks of all the children and how he loves them so. Suddenly, a warm tingling spreads from his whiskers to his soles, and around him, the night begins to thrum with magic, the kind of magic that makes reindeers fly. With a shake of the reins, Santa calls to his team, "Hi-ho, let's be off." The reindeer pull hard at the harness and the bells begin to jingle. Soon the sleigh is speeding across the snow, and all at once, Santa and the reindeer are climbing steeply through the air. Santa sees his little house glowing far below, and the lights of the stars are lighting the way. Christmas magic is here at last. It has come at last, as it always has, and it always will. Happy holidays, everyone.
I love that one. You're right. The illustrations really put you in the holiday spirit.
Yes, 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 yes. Any questions from this crew?
You can put them in the chat or unmute yourself, either way.
Are we good? I've got a big group of supporters here, Joe, which is really, really wonderful.
Awesome.
I'm very, very grateful to each and every one.
So we do have a question from Betsy, and wants to know, what's Violet doing for the holidays?
Well, Violet has quite a lineup. She is obviously watching the game today, but when the game and we get our Carolina victory, she is on to decorating. She is thinking, I heard her say, about maybe getting a tree today and decorating all night. Doesn't that sound fun? And there'll be other events, I feel sure. Maybe playing in the pink playhouse in the back with some friends that she loves. We'll see. I am happy to see a face. I wish I could see all those faces that are on. Marilyn, do you have a question for me? Did you like it? If you did, give me a thumbs up. Yay! I got a thumbs up. That's wonderful.
I can only imagine the level of decorating that Violet can do with all of her design skills.
And I will say that, you know, Violet, this book is about, all the main characters are animals. And so we decided that Violet had to be purple for several reasons. One is that my brother really brought purple and teal and color into the menswear industry. And so when my dad was interviewed back in the 80s by Gentleman's Quarterly magazine, he had a quote that said, purple has been very good to me and my family. And so that's one reason. Our family has grown up loving purple and feeling it's our lucky charm color. But I will say that my granddaughter's favorite color is purple. So Violet has to be purple. So that is why. Again, I appreciate Elaine and her drawings and bringing these characters to life.
I think we'll have to have her on sometime for one of these. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Yes, it would really be fun. We like doing these things together too. So anything else? Any other questions? I would like to tell my crew of supporters that Elaine and I are about ready to go out into the schools. and share our story and our personal story, how the book came to be, what we hope for it, how kids can work with it. So all of you that have a contact or know another child that thinks that would be fun, it would be wonderful to either send me an email or tell them to. That would be great.
Awesome.
Hi, Missy.
Hello, Susan.
The song is wonderful.
Except when I sing. I can't carry a tune, but thank you. Yeah, we really like that song. And I hope it becomes one of those mantras that people will sing to each other about, you know, what's your big dream? Just hold it tight in your heart and take every step you can, just one at a time, threading your way to the end. Thank you.
It would be wonderful to sing that in the schools.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Maybe we should all hum it this week and through the next 2 months.
Yes. Yes. Oh man. It is so synergistic that Violet Stands Tall came out in the middle of November, in the middle of what we're all facing. And I think truly that is the universe. That's the universe's way of saying we need this, and it hopefully will be helpful. This story is not exactly me, although I share some things that Violet does. I love clothes, and most of all, I love my friends, and I find them all inspiring and helpful and ready to hold my hand. And I'm just really grateful for all of that, especially in this season of Thanksgiving and grace and light.
Well, Missy, it's always such a treat to have you with us. And I think we're all really lucky to have you writing these books and putting these stories out there. And especially, I think we're lucky to have you as a fellow Tar Heel. So thank you for doing this with us again.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Have a good holiday season, everybody.